Getting down on my hands and knees was a tough decision. I didn't want to do it because, again, it was all rock. But it was the only way I was going to get a good, flat shooting position, a prone shooting position for this shot that appeared to be close to 300. I got him.
Hi, I'm Tom Miranda, and welcome to North American Hunter. You know, fans of North American Hunter have come to expect Mark Kayser in his usual haunts, chasing whitetails in the prairies of South Dakota and Montana. But today Mark's in a different element, hunting near Roswell, New Mexico. You know, desert hunting is much different than hunting in the high plains, and finding a mega muley buck in this country might be just as tough as locating the crashed aliens.
You ready, Mark? I'm ready. Let's go see if we can find a mule deer. Now for me, there's no greater challenge than mule deer hunting. If you want to add just a little more challenge to it, maybe a lot more, try desert mule deer hunting. The desert is big country, and these deer spread out. They don't focus on food plots like whitetails or maybe a big green alfalfa field like mule deer up in the western United States. These mule deer, they focus on what they want to focus, and that's the big open country. They are where they are, and that's everywhere and anywhere, and you've got to put on the boot miles to find them. Desert mule deer, like any mule deer in open country, they look for shade, especially when it's hot. And there are very few days in New Mexico when it's not hot. So where does the shade come in the shape of? Heck, it can come in the form of yucca plants, creosote trees, even cholla, rock ledges, you name it. Those mule deer are looking for it. And when you start looking around in the desert, you find out that there are not only thousands, but millions of these hiding spots.
Pros Pointers, brought to you by Can-Am. The facts say a lot, the ride says it all.
Nobody needs to tell you the economy sucks. Hey, it's tough on all of us. But the great escape, hunting. Now, if you want to save some money hunting, look towards Nikon. Their Pro Staff 7 binocular, it's economical and it'll save a bunch of money that you can put into other parts of your hunt. You know what's great about the binocular? First, it is waterproof and fog-proof, O-ring sealed. This thing is tough, and it has multi-coated lenses. That means it's clear, close, and in the distance. Another great thing I like about this binocular is it's ergonomically fit to my hand. When I pick it up, it automatically goes into place. Now I'm a little bit tough on my gear. This Nikon binocular, it sticks with me on any extreme hunt.
We just spotted a buck from up on top of the next ridge. He's too far to shoot and he's in a yucca, big yucca bush we think is where he bedded. So instead of risking a long cross canyon shot, we're gonna go all the way around, get up on top where he's at.
We start sliding up the ridge, looking, peeking, tiptoeing. The wind was in our favor and it was picking up. And that's great because this country is about as rock strewn as any quarry I've ever been in. You cannot take a step without tripping over a rock. So it's a little bit noisy slipping up on any mule deer when they're bedded. We looked and looked, and right beside us a deer stood. I mean 15 yards away, but it was a fawn. So we backed out, didn't spook it because we didn't know how close we were to that big buck. We started